Welcome back to Rare USA Coin Reveal. Today, we're counting down the top 3 wheat pennies that every coin collector should know about. These small copper coins may look ordinary, but some rare examples have sold for hundreds, thousands, and even tens of thousands of dollars. You might have one hiding in an old coin jar collection or even in your pocket change right now. Stay with us until the end because our number 1 wheat penny is the most valuable coin on today's list and could be worth a surprising amount of money. Let's get started with the top 3 wheat pennies you should never overlook. Coin number 1 is the 1936 wheat penny without a mint mark, a classic Lincoln cent that many collectors actively search for today. At first glance, this coin may appear to be just another old penny, but its history, age, and collectible value make it much more interesting than most people realize. The 1936 wheat penny was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, and because it was struck there, it carries no mint mark beneath the date. During the 1930s, America was still recovering from a Great Depression, and coins from this era have become important pieces of U.S. history. Millions of 1936 pennies were minted, but finding one in excellent condition is much more difficult than many people think. Over the decades, most examples entered circulation and suffered wear from everyday use, leaving only a limited number of high-grade specimens for collectors today. The front of the coin features the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a design first introduced in 1909. On the reverse side, 2 wheat stalks frame the words 1 cent and United States of America, giving the coin its popular nickname, the wheat penny. Because this design remained in use until 1958, it has become one of the most recognizable and beloved coin designs in American history. Many collectors enjoy searching through old collections and coin jars, hoping to discover valuable wheat pennies, and the 1936 issue remains one of the most collected dates from the series. When it comes to value, condition plays a major role. A heavily circulated 1936 wheat penny without a mint mark may be worth only a small premium above face value, but better preserved examples can command significantly higher prices. Coins with strong details, original color, and minimal wear are especially desirable. Collectors often pay much more for coins graded in mint state condition because they are far scarcer than worn examples. A beautiful red-colored mint state specimen can sometimes sell for hundreds of dollars, while exceptionally preserved pieces may reach even higher values at auction. Another reason collectors pay attention to the 1936 wheat penny is the possibility of finding valuable errors and varieties. Certain double die varieties from this year have attracted strong interest among numismatists. On some examples, parts of the lettering or date may appear doubled due to a mistake during the die-making process. These error coins can be worth substantially more than ordinary examples, especially when the doubling is clear and the coin remains in excellent condition. Careful examination with a magnifying glass can help reveal details that might otherwise go unnoticed. The coin's original composition also adds to its appeal. Like most wheat pennies of the era, the 1936 cent was struck primarily from copper, giving it a rich appearance that collectors admire. Over time, copper coins can develop attractive brown, red-brown, or bright red surfaces. Among collectors, fully red examples are often the most desirable because they retain much of their original mint luster. Coins with strong eye appeal frequently bring premium prices compared to similar pieces with darker surfaces. Many people unknowingly own old wheat pennies inherited from family members or discovered in forgotten collections. Because the 1936 wheat penny was produced nearly a century ago, surviving examples continue to gain attention from collectors interested in both history and value. Even if a coin is not worth a fortune, it still represents an important piece of American numismatic history and can be an exciting addition to any collection. Searching through old penny jars, coin albums, and estate collections remains one of the best ways to uncover hidden treasures. Before spending any old wheat penny, it is always worth taking a closer look. Check the date carefully, confirm that there is no mint mark beneath the year, and inspect the coin for unusual features or signs of doubling. A coin that seems ordinary at first could turn out to be a collectible piece worth much more than 1 cent. The 1936 wheat penny without a mint mark continues to fascinate collectors because of its historical significance, classic design, and potential value. That's why it earns a place on our list of top wheat pennies worth checking today. Coin number 2 is the 1954 wheat penny without a mint mark, a coin that many people overlook, but one that can be surprisingly collectible and valuable in the right condition. At first glance, the 1954 wheat penny may seem like an ordinary old cent, yet collectors know that some examples are worth far more than their face value. This coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why it does not have a mint mark beneath the date. During the 1950s, billions of pennies circulated throughout the United States, passing through countless hands in stores, businesses, and everyday transactions. Because so many were used heavily in circulation, finding a well-preserved 1954 wheat penny today is much harder than many people expect. As a result, collectors are always interested in attractive examples that have survived in excellent condition. The obverse of the coin features the famous portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a design that has become one of the most recognizable images in American coinage. The reverse displays the classic wheat ears on both sides of the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America. This iconic wheat penny design was produced from 1909 through 1958 and remains one of the most popular coin series among collectors. Because the 1954 issue was among the final years of the wheat penny series, many collectors enjoy adding it to complete their collections before the design changed to the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959. One of the biggest factors affecting the value of a 1954 wheat penny without a mint mark is its condition. Most examples found today show varying degrees of wear from decades of circulation. Coins that retain sharp details, strong lettering, and original surfaces are significantly more desirable. Even though circulated examples are common, higher-grade coins become increasingly difficult to find. Collectors often pay substantial premiums for mint-state examples that show little or no wear. Coins that still display their original red color are particularly sought after because copper surfaces naturally darken over time. A bright red specimen with strong luster can be worth many times more than a typical circulated coin. Another exciting aspect of the 1954 wheat penny is the possibility of discovering mint errors or varieties. Coin collectors carefully examine old pennies because unusual striking errors can dramatically increase value. Off-center strikes, die cracks, repunched mint marks on other issues, and doubled die varieties are all examples of errors that attract collector interest. While not every 1954 wheat penny contains an error, finding one with a noticeable variety can make the coin much more valuable. This is one reason many hobbyists continue searching through old coin collections and bankrolls looking for hidden treasures. The composition of the 1954 wheat penny also adds to its appeal. The coin was struck primarily from copper, giving it the warm reddish appearance that collectors love. Over the years, copper coins developed different color classifications including brown, red-brown, and red. Among these categories, fully red examples are often the most valuable because they preserve much of their original mint appearance. Professional grading services pay close attention to color when evaluating copper coins, and even small differences in preservation can have a significant impact on value. Many people inherit old jars of pennies from parents or grandparents without realizing that some of the coins may be collectible. The 1954 wheat penny is a great example of a coin that often appears in old collections. Because it is not extremely old compared to earlier wheat pennies, some people assume it has little value. However, collectors understand that rarity in high grades is often more important than age alone. A beautifully preserved 1954 wheat penny can attract strong interest from buyers who want premium quality examples for their collections. As demand for wheat pennies continues among collectors, coins from the final years of the series remain popular. The 1954 wheat penny represents an important period in American coin history, coming just a few years before the wheat reverse design was retired. For many collectors, owning these final wheat penny issues helps complete a historical set spanning nearly half a century. This connection to history combined with the possibility of finding valuable high-grade examples, keeps interest in the coin strong. If you come across a 1954 wheat penny without a mint mark, take a moment to inspect it carefully. Look for sharp details, original color, unusual errors, and signs that the coin may have been well preserved. What appears to be a simple old penny could actually be a desirable collectible worth much more than 1 cent. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced collector, the 1954 wheat penny without a mint mark remains an interesting coin that deserves attention. Its historical significance, classic wheat penny design, and potential value make it a fascinating piece of American numismatic history and a worthy choice for our list of top collectible wheat pennies. Coin number 3 is the 1956 wheat penny without a mint mark, a fascinating coin that continues to attract collectors across the United States and around the world. At first glance, this penny may not look particularly special. It is small, made of copper, and resembles many other Lincoln wheat cents. However, experienced collectors know that certain 1956 wheat pennies can be worth far more than 1 cent, especially when they are found in outstanding condition or possess desirable varieties. Since this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, it does not carry a mint mark beneath the date. Millions of Americans used these pennies in everyday commerce during the 1950s, and most eventually became worn from years of circulation. Because of that, locating high-quality examples today can be much more challenging than people realize. The 1956 wheat penny features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the front of the coin. This design was originally introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The reverse displays the famous wheat ears design that gave the series its nickname, the wheat penny. For nearly 50 years, this design served as a familiar part of American currency. Collectors appreciate these coins not only for their potential value, but also for the history they represent. Every 1956 wheat penny tells a story about an era when America was experiencing rapid economic growth, expanding suburbs, and significant cultural changes. One of the most important factors affecting the value of a 1956 wheat penny without a mint mark is its condition. While many examples survive today, the vast majority show moderate to heavy wear from circulation. Coins that retain sharp details on Lincoln's hair, clear lettering, and strong wheat stalk details on the reverse are generally more desirable. The most valuable examples are those graded in mint state condition, meaning they show little to no evidence of circulation. Collectors often compete for exceptional mint state specimens because they are much scarcer than ordinary circulated coins. In some cases, particularly attractive examples with original mint luster can sell for hundreds of dollars at auction. Color is another major factor when evaluating copper coins such as the 1956 wheat penny. Professional grading services typically classify these coins as brown, red-brown, or red. Brown coins have darkened significantly over time, while red coins retain most of their original bright copper appearance. Fully red examples are especially sought after because they are more difficult to preserve over decades. A high-grade 1956 wheat penny with vibrant red surfaces and strong eye appeal can command a significant premium compared to a similar coin with darker coloration. This is one reason collectors carefully store their copper coins in protective holders to help preserve their appearance. The 1956 wheat penny is also known for interesting varieties that collectors enjoy searching for. One of the most famous is the 1956 double die obverse variety. On these coins, certain parts of the design show visible doubling caused by an error during die production. The doubling may appear in the lettering, date, or other design elements. Genuine double die coins can be worth considerably more than standard examples, making them highly desirable among collectors. Because of this, many people examine their old wheat pennies closely using magnification in hopes of discovering a valuable variety hidden in their collection. Another reason the 1956 wheat penny remains popular is its accessibility. Unlike some rare, early Lincoln cents that can cost thousands of dollars, ordinary examples of the 1956 issue are still affordable for many collectors. This allows beginners to enjoy collecting wheat pennies while learning about coin grading, minting history, and era varieties. At the same time, advanced collectors continue searching for top-quality examples that are increasingly difficult to find. The combination of affordability and collectible potential makes this coin appealing to hobbyists at every experience level. Many valuable coins are discovered in unexpected places. Some collectors have found wheat pennies in old family collections, inherited coin jars, estate sales, and even pocket change. While finding a rare high-grade example is not common, it does happen. This possibility adds excitement to the hobby and encourages people to inspect their old coins carefully. A 1956 wheat penny that appears ordinary at first glance could turn out to be a desirable collector piece if it possesses exceptional condition or an important variety. As the years pass, interest in wheat pennies continues to grow. These coins connect collectors to an important chapter of American history while offering the thrill of treasure hunting. The 1956 wheat penny without a mint mark stands out as one of the final issues in the famous Wheat Cent series, which ended just 2 years later in 1958. Because of its historical significance, classic design, and potential value, it remains a favorite among collectors today. So, if you have a jar of old pennies sitting at home, take a closer look, check the date carefully, and see if you have a 1956 wheat penny without a mint mark. Examine its condition, color, and details, and watch for any signs of doubling or unusual features. What seems like a simple 1-cent coin could actually be a collectible treasure. Whether worth a few cents or significantly more, the 1956 wheat penny remains an important and fascinating part of American coin collecting history, making it a perfect choice for our list of top wheat pennies worth searching for.